Welcome to Mangling Space. This is a research project that explores digital technologies as medium, process, effect, and effect. It explores how technology and human behavior are embedded within the idea of intensive and extensive. Speculated how technology affects human behavior, perceptions, and experience of physical space. The design proposed a series of interventions that occurred at the burned ruins of Singapore in Macau to create a journey connecting humans and space with the program of interactive virtual archives, reinforcing the significant poignant site to educate the young generation of tourists, residents, and the surrounding audiences to connect with its hidden histories of the ruins and its present involvement. Inspired by Elizabeth Goss and Gordon Mattaclar, they've established provoking exploration that opened up the possibility of the interior to an extensive spatial, examined in both virtual and physical practices. Their investigation have stimulated my concept design observation within my surrounding spatial living in Macau, creating a journey in space to explore the potential and limitations of the existing structure to establish new embodied experiences. The fragments of the digital failure have created an extensive spatial quality extruding the highly compressed urban on screens, which dynamic journey with the lacking structure has reminded me of the poignant building, ruins of Singapore in Macau. Involving the testing approach performed from my first semester research beginning in the office, I continue to develop my interest in spatial speculation with the materials of screens and body interaction exchange between tangible and intangible. Observing the event happened at the highly active staircase in front of the ruined church, capturing the disruption in space manipulated by the application of the digital screens and reflective surface. The process of examining the screen in both physical and digital spaces has established interactive experiences at the existing site, capturing the movement of walking, photographing, resting, and interacting with the technology effect. The examination practice has stimulated audiences' curiosity to explore the existing space with their body movement. They begin to observe and question their surrounding environment. In my major project, I've proposed 2 sessions of interactive intervention installed in a collective area at Ruins of Singapore, developed from my process research. The installation are purposely separated to several locations to engage encounters spontaneously come across with the screens inside, exploring new embodied experiences activated by their performance with the existing structure. The mangling moment at the staircase installation will capture the movement in space to review the hidden QR code installed in the mirror wall, engaging encounters to recognize their surrounding environment as they seek information like gem hunting with their mobile devices, utilizing their screens as the tours to learn about the forgotten history of ruins of Singapore, the significant cultural introduction exchange between Chinese and Western since 15th centuries, building empathy with the heritage church in its past and reconnecting to its present known as the famous museum landmark that attracts tourists and performance events. Its remaining facade has contained rich histories with fragments of ruins and rebuilt in history trace. As entering the threshold of the facade, encounters are engaged to have a series of interactive events in the open spatial with the reflective intervention installed on the tile on site. The establishment of surfaces would reflect the inconspicuous elements of its surrounding viewing from a distance and revealed the face of the hidden QR code as the encounter moved closer standing above. The digital archives will then be activated as visitors photograph and scan with their mobile devices. The link will automatically pop on the screens to allow to learn about the site as they being curious. The activation of the digital installations will then collect data in the present to transform as the archive affect viewing on screen. The first activation, viewers are engaged to learn about the introduction of the site and revolution in Macau with body movement in the physical space. There will be an interactive interfacing live film to overview the concept of human and space in present, to create extensive embodied experience recognizing the surrounding spatial from different viewpoints. The moment in present furthermore generate involvement to the digital archive shift between the physical and digital spaces, activated by the effects of programming technology and surface of screen. There will be 5 activation points for the encounters to experience on site. Influenced by the act of viewing, walking, and leaning, visitors can observe details of their surrounding spatial by the surface reflections presented together with the existing structure. However, I've created a website for the external viewers to get a sense of interactive experience on their mobile camera, as they will present on site. Emphasize the understand for the others to experience the concept of digital archives shift between physical and digital. The website is influenced to allow the viewers to interact with the effects quality produced with technology and screens. The immersive virtual spatial, overlaid with the physical background, allow the encounters to connect with the forgotten history as they move towards the existing structure and read the information in the physical space. Based on the quote from the reading Macau's Heritopia Ruins of Singapore as a Spatial and Temporal Disruption in page 323. Through Singapore's ruins, we experience the non-existent, the absent, the past. We discovered our absent from there and then. We experience the lake. We attempt to imagine and recreate the complete structures of the building. New Mangling archive will be presented inside generated by the program of data collecting followed by the activation as humans behave on site. Moreover, the visual effect collected from the staircase will then transform as part of the archive to emerge as the mangling of space-time viewing on screen. Through the shift between virtual and physical, the project is provoke the possibility of speculating intensive and extensive spatial with the exploration in technology and services, learning the quality of space, with curiosity to produce immersive embedded experiences throughout the journey, reconnecting with the surrounding and the absent via digital screens to open up the new interior shifting. Process and experiences are documented inside Mirror and the website for your own exploration at any time. Thank you.